Tennessee today at Nissan Stadium as these two teams square off for a chance to be the champion of the Music City Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes a man miss. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's just kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running behind that left side. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David?
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a five-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy's...
Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Tight end now in motion. A hand to the running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Under fire. Gets rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, that ball landed incomplete. You saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCulley. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The short hands, it's Haynes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Underwood. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Caught in the backfield, it's Staley. On the move to the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Pressure coming. Grabbed behind the line, it's Staley. Pick up of 5, it'll be 3rd down and 5.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use the quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Motion from the back. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Jefferson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Yeah, I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Here on 3rd and a mile. To the air, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Extending the play. He'll throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Moore.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the 1st half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Finds his big tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Staley. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's got it. Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Underwood. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Got him downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Off play action. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. A terrific throw that time. And when you play quarterback here, there's a pretty rich legacy to try to live up to.
And just finding that guy that just makes it look easy. I think the Vols fans will really appreciate that. When a guy that can push it down the field, make the right decisions consistently, be smart at that quarterback spot.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll take another shot here. Got a man in the middle.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll go to the air. Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Come on, quarterback. You need to be better in that situation. First and goal scenario, you're not taking a sack. You got to throw that ball away if no one's open.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. Pulls it in. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's fourth down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within one.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive, but you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
Got it behind the line. It's Staley. There he goes. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown ball.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll line up to go for 2. 29 Philly. They'll move the wide receiver. Power ahead. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He lofts one down the sideline. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's not afraid to go deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. just about ready to start the second half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. On the run, still looking. He's going to run it. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Shotgun snap on third down. Makes a connection. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You've got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
It's a reverse. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Looking for an open area to his left. Complete downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's McCulley. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback going straight.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going to swing it on second down. Fires downfield. It's complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Keene. Snagged in the middle. It's McCulley. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Wolverines will try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab past the marker. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make.
Breaks into the open. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quickly complete. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Line getting set on second down. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to throw again. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To throw, it's Underwood. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Right down the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's McCulley. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. In this drive from the 28-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Volunteers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Vols can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They could really use a few yards here on third down, because from here, it would be a 61-yard attempt. Motion from the wide receiver. The snap sets up to throw. Finds the tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down, because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Caught behind the line. It's Jefferson. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good from 59. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Haynes. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments, in big games like that, late in this game on third down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
And they'll take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl